Just because your tape hair has reached the end of its installation does not mean that its life is over. I'm going to show you how to take your old tape-ins and give them a second life. The first step in your cleanup process is to give them a good comb through. This will allow you to pull all of your pieces apart from one another. If you have stored them like I have, they will be taped one to the other, sticky sides together. So we're going to clean that up next. Pull these apart and set them in little piles, not sticking to each other. All right, now for the actual work part of this. We are going to be using liquid gold bond dissolver. This is going to take all of that excess gunk off of your tapes. The next step is we're going to use Dawn dish detergent to eliminate all of the oily residue that this stuff is going to leave behind. We're not going to try to get any of this on the hair itself, just on the tape tabs. That's really important because Dawn doesn't like your hair so much. So let's put the remover on first and get rid of that gunk. We're just going to push in that liquid gold dissolver into all of the pieces, and we're going to wait until it starts to kind of dissolve and all the gunk kind of slides off. You'll know that your tabs are ready for the next step when the tabs start to have this kind of business come off of them. So we're trying to get that all removed, so go ahead and just scrub that off. You can usually just pick it off with your nails or kind of get it off to the sides. Whatever you need to do, just scrub it off of there, because that's what we want to see. So now that one's clean, so we're just going to move on to the next one. Same thing, you can kind of see it kind of picking off. Yummy! So we're just going to get all of that off. If you need to go back in, once you pull this up, you can go back in with your liquid gold remover and remove any of the extra residue. Continue this process until all of the gunk has been removed from your tape tabs. So now we have all of the gunk removed, so we have this pile of just icky, slimy stuff. And you'll basically need a remover for your remover at this point. So take your Dawn and just put a drop across the top of each tab and rub that in. That's going to help get all of that oily residue off that you just put on there. Continue working that in until you have finished all of your tabs. Now that all of our tabs are covered with Dawn dish soap, we are going to stack them up and take them over to the sink and rinse them off. We're going to rinse them so that the tabs are pointed down so that we're not rinsing dish soap onto our extensions. We don't want to dry them out, and we want to get them clean, but we don't want to actually put that on the hair itself because that is not good. It'll dry it out. So all of this into the sink. So now we're at the process of rinsing all of the Dawn dish soap and all of our residue off of there. If this needs a second coat with the Dawn, that's okay. Just make sure you get them completely clean. We're also going to do a shampoo and a conditioning treatment on the ends of the hair itself. Once we're done with this step, we're going to let these dry, and then we're going to retape our tops. A trick is to use a binder clip to hold all of your extensions together while you wash and dry the ends. We've washed, we've dried, and we've straightened our extensions, and now we're ready to add our adhesive backing. So we're just going to take a piece of the tape. This is our super strong bonding tape, by the way. We're going to measure wider than our tape hair piece and cut. Position the piece of tape over your original tape tab and press down. You're going to have extra tape around the edges, and we're going to cut that off to match our original tape line. We're going to continue adding these tape tops until we've covered all of our pieces. Rub your tape tabs together to make sure that your new tape is stuck in place of the old tape, and use your shears to cut away the excess. Repeat on each of your pieces and your tapes will be ready to reinstall. This completes our finished tape tabs, and now they're ready for installation.